Oh, that's just morbid, comrade. Go drink. You know what? Hey, go take a shot of something to rum. Go do something. Get a happy question at least. God damn. Pretty sure he wants to. Yeah. Wow, man. That like it went in one direction, and then comrades just said fork in the road and fucking just go in the opposite direction. Some shit. And I'm just like, whoa. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Gnomes. I'm pretty sure. You know what? I can't even answer that. Somebody in this chat probably wants to be pissed on, but I'm pretty sure Wahpoh doesn't.
Pissed off or pit? Wait, what? Would I rather be pissed off or pissed on?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of pee, man. That's just another fetish question. Gnomes are secretly a freak. I'm not a fan of pissing.
Told you, man. He's a fucking sleeper, man. We've been sitting there. He'll be like all nice and stuff, and now he's just like, I'm letting it out tonight. You motherfuckers are gonna know. Best experience in life, not garbage ass. Okay, best experience in life, not garbage ass MSF. There you
go. Best experience in life. I mean, for me, bro, it's gonna sound corny as fuck, but it's just being a dad, bro. Like being a dad is like one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me. It really changed it. It changes you. It changed me. I've been skydiving before, and you know, skydiving was probably the most adrenaline thing that I've ever done, like adrenaline rush thing that I've ever done, because I'm afraid of heights, man. Like in high school when they took us to grad night, dude, like there was my buddy had like these two chicks from a different school that wanted to hang out with us, like, and he's like, yo, come on, dude, like I need a wingman, we got to get on this roller coaster. I went on reluctantly, but I went on for him, and it was one of those where like you had the handlebar that kind of closes over you, and that shit was wobbly, so I was scared out of my mind, but I was trying to act cool and be cool like in front of these chicks that we were trying to like talk to or whatever. But so I was terrified of heights, and I've always been terrified of heights, but I went skydiving, and that was like probably the most exhilarating thing I've ever done. But I'd say the best experience is probably for sure just being a dad. Worst experience, going to jail. That's never fun. Jail fucking sucks, dude.
Shit, man, I almost choked on a fucking chip. I want to ask, and then I'm afraid that I feel like if it's not something like that you should have went to jail for, and it was something stupid, I'm be like, oh.
The first time I ever got like arrested, right? I was 19 years old. I was in Vegas.
Fuck you mean the first time, motherfucker? This is multiple occasions?
Yeah. I've never actually been to jail for committing a crime. It was either I was drunk and it was either I was drunk or I was just underage and I got caught, with my pants down. Not literally, but figuratively speaking, like I didn't have my ID on me. So I was in Vegas, and at the time I had a job where, those guys outside of Walmart saying like, hey, do you want to pass this vote, blah, 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 and you're just collecting signatures. That's what I was doing at the time. So I was in Vegas, I was 19, and I didn't realize that Vegas had a curfew. This was like literally my first time being in Vegas, like as like an adult, or, yeah, not really. I wasn't even an adult, but you get what I mean. But anyway, I was crossing one of the bridges in Vegas, and there was these 3 cops that came up to me, and they just probably saw that I was really young. So they asked me for ID, and they went to pat my side pocket, and I was wearing cargo shorts. And in the cargo shorts on the side, I had a little tiny pipe that was like this big and like this much weed. And I knew it was in there, so I went to move my legs so they wouldn't go into that pocket. And the next thing you know, I'm like face down, looking up, and I just see lights, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm getting arrested. So I was in the tank basically because I didn't have an ID, so I was under John Doe for like 24 hours. And they put me in like this little room with ice. This guy had a jacket and it said ice on it. So they were going to deport my ass, but I told them like, I just like, you guys remember I told you I went to a military school. So I was hitting them with like, yes, sir, no, sir. I know my Bill of Rights. I went to a military school. Like I was trying to use everything and anything so that they didn't kick me out of the country, right? So that was like my first experience getting arrested. So it sucked. Yeah, the second one I was just drunk and I was hanging out with this chick, and I got way too drunk, and she did something that made me really like jealous. So like I was like going off on this guy because he was asking her to dance, and I was like, nah, bro, like leave her alone. She doesn't want to dance. Like, and I was like, I just don't remember like the rest of it, but I just remember I was drunk. So like they put me in like a holding tank for like for the night and stuff. But yeah, I didn't like just being like barefoot, like hanging out with a bunch of crackheads. I was like, I don't belong here, dude.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Dude,
so I've never. Never done like hard time.
Yeah, no,
like, I'm
no,
not
he didn't. He didn't beat her ass. I'm pretty sure he did. Did you beat her ass?
Did I beat whose ass?
I don't know. He did. Killshot's like, you beat her ass. I'm like, whose ass did he beat?
Did I drop the soap? No, I didn't. I did. No, I didn't. Never been in like jail like that. Like, I did get to dress up in like the orange uniforms, which made me feel like a convict for like a day. But I was like,
Yeah. Okay. So, well, I mean, yeah, I'm kind of in the middle. Kind of like, okay, well, you did go to there. No. Fucking Killshot.
I love that movie, Weapon.
But yeah.
Have you ever seen Hustle and Flow?
Yeah.
Love that movie.
I got, dude. That entire scene where they actually produced that first song was like a fucking amazing. Like,
yeah,
wow.
That was really good.
That's great. But then you go like, wow, this is a jam. But they got McDonald's cup holders on the fucking wall, holding up for making sure we don't get no sound out. But then you got 3 6 Mafia next door just bumping like, yeah, this is gonna sound great. But that movie was a good fucking movie. It was great. And then when they did when they were creating It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp, like, wow, that was. Now, if music was generally made like that, that would be like, wow, good fucking, good way to do it.
I think I don't like, especially at the ending scene where he's all built, he's talking about like skinny because it's ludicrous, right? Like skinny this, skinny that. And then he like gives him his tape and then he finds like the mixtape in the toilet. And it's like, oh, dude, like that was like the real feel bad moment and stuff. And like, I thought he was going to kill him, but it was, that movie's crazy. That movie's crazy. I love that movie.
Yeah, that would have been that. No, honey, my theme song would probably be Big Timers, Let's Get Your Roll On.
He made you watch
it. There you go. Yeah.
Oh man.
I did. Hey,
it's a good one.
I had control of the remote. Fuck it, but it was still a good movie. Shit.
There's a
3 6 Mafia back in the day was good. 3 6 Mafia was good back in the day because it was just all well.
You guys
that song was.
Do you guys have some favorite movies, like some favorite all-time favorite movies?
See, we're in that aspect. We're totally different. She likes horror. I like more sci-fi comics and stuff like that. So she's got horror movies. I got to download whatever horror movie she wants. Boom! I gotta grab it.
What does she like? Does she like real gory stuff, or does she like more like what?
No, the old school shit.
Okay.
The old school shit. So. Come on, Juicy, follow you're supposed to follow. You're supposed to go with the speed of traffic.
Nah, bro.
The traffic is.
I can't bill you out, dude. Like, what the fuck? I got stuck on skill, dude.
We love you, Juicy.
I literally.
Oh, there she is. The one movie she likes is From Dusk Till Dawn.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
That's probably that would be her favorite movie.
That's the Salma Hayek scene, right? That's a horror movie? I didn't know that was a horror movie.
Well, it's not a horror. I mean, it's not horror, but it's in that.
When someone showed me that
of it,
when someone showed me that scene from Salma Hayek in that movie, my jaw dropped. I was like, "Where the fuck has this been my whole life?" Like,
I was too busy focused on Cheech when he was too busy talking about the bitches at the end. We got white pussy, black pussy, yellow pussy. I'm sitting there going, "This motherfucker's just going on and on and on." Fight Club or Pulp Fiction? There you go.
Fight Club I've never seen Fight Club, bro. That's one of the few.
Dude, you've never.
Nah, dude. That's one of the few Brad Pitt movies that I need to watch. Like, I've seen him just about every Leonardo DiCaprio movie. Like, my 3 top favorite actors are Leo, Denzel, and I want to say either Daniel Day-Lewis or Depp. But I mean, I've just seen most of their movies and stuff. But yeah, those 3 are probably my top 3, and that's Brad Pitt's up there. But I haven't seen that Brad Pitt movie. I need to, though, because I told myself I want to watch all the movies that are sort of like cultural, like phenomenons that have like cults behind it. Like, I had never seen The Matrix until like a few months ago, and I was like blown away. I was like, what the fuck? Like, it's weird because it's like I always say, like, everything, like, yeah, like I feel like I've already seen that movie like in my head, but I never actually watched The Matrix. But I was like, yo, like I already knew that this was like how society, might, like, it potentially could be, like, we could be living in a simulation and we just don't know it. I don't know. It's just a mind fuck kind of movie.
Fucking gnomes, man. You're going off the deep end, man.
What's he asking now?
Man.
Would I rather get $1 million and never masturbate again, or $100 for every fap? Wait, for every FAP? Probably the $100.
Contemplation.
I like a challenge. I'll do the $100 for every FAP.
Yeah. So Aladdin or Toy Story? What the fuck, Ruvar? What the fuck? Just drop it in here. Boom. Let's go. Aladdin or Toy Story?
Toy Story.
I will up Prince's question to Bruce Willis, Sylvester Stallone, or Schwarzenegger.
Willis, Stallone, or Schwarzenegger? Like, who would win in a fight, or whose movies do I like better?
Let's go with movies-wise.
Movies-wise? I never really watched a lot of
Yeah.
Bruce Willis. Like, I know he's a good actor, but I was never. That's another movie I haven't seen is Die Hard, right? But I know about it, and I know that it was.
Oh my god!
I know. You're probably gonna say I know.
Fuck,
you fucking youngster, like, ugh. No, but I'm gonna have to say Stallone, bro, because I mean I grew up watching Rocky. Like when I was younger, watching Rocky for me was like, yeah, like it was a feel-good story. And then now that I'm older, like knowing the story about Rocky, that he had to sell his dog, you know, to make ends meet and this and that, and it's like he didn't want to sell them the script of Rocky because he created the script of Rocky. He's like, I won't give you guys this script unless I'm in the movie.
Yeah, that was the
And they
stipulation.
said no, right? And then he's like, well, fuck you then. And then like they finally worked something out, and he got to be in the movie. So like Rocky for me, I mean Stallone for me is it's probably that. It's probably it.
Oh, dude, that's the whole thing with him is it's a good when they said it, like he's not giving up the script unless he's in it, and he just was dead set on it. Fuck you, I'll take less money, just let me be in it.
Yeah.
And he knew what he was doing, and I think it was more he had that jaw that was just like something, and the lip part where it was just a little like, no, bro, you look like you're about to have a stroke, but you're not. But okay,
Looking
shit,
like Little
whatever.
Nicky and shit.
Oh yeah, there you go, Wes. American Gangster or Training Day?
Okay. I'm gonna go down because Prince asked the couple, and I don't want to ignore him. So Denzel or Sam?
Yeah, it's not
Denzel.
yeah,
Fresh
that's
Prince or Martin? Fresh Prince.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly, Beetlejuice. I'd have $1 million in no time. Exactly. That's kind of why I said that, because it's more of a challenge.
oh shit,
Ooh,
Fly. What the
Fly
fuck?
with the fucking 5 bomb.
Jesus,
Let's
coming
go.
in. Thank you, my guy. Thank you, Fly. Grazie. Giving
Brokeback
it
Mountain.
out
I've
to...
never seen Brokeback Mountain.
We don't need to know.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I'm dead.
Is everybody in chat, is Die Hard a Christmas movie or not? I will give my take on it, but it's a pretty interesting movie.
What else? What was that?
Everybody has their own definition of it.
What was that last question? The
American Gangster or Training Day?
Training Day. Training Day for sure.
I think the one part that sticks out was right when he was just rolling weed in the middle of an intersection, not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
And that guy just like honking at him, and he's like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
Oop, my bad. My bad. Let me just shut the fuck up here and wait till you're done.
That movie's a trip, bro.
Like,
that movie's a trip. I think it might have been the
Yeah.
first movie that he ever won a Oscar for. That movie was incredible. I love that movie.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it, man, go see Training Day. It's a fucking great one.
Yeah, my favorite gangster movie of all time is, I'd say probably. I think it's gonna sound so like, like a movie that everybody says. Like, I've never actually seen The Godfather. Crazy, I know. But Goodfellas for sure. The Godfather for me was like always too long. Like I need to really actually like sit through it and watch it all. You know, like I got bored of it after like the first hour or two. But Goodfellas and Casino are probably up there for my favorite like quote unquote gangster movies.
Yeah, Well, The Godfather is long, but it's a little drawn out. But you just gotta take it all in and be like, wow. But then again, it's like this is shit that happened. Like, this is the shit that they're describing that happened. It's like fucking crazy. Yeah, Godfather 2 is probably better. So if you can make it through that, you could get to Godfather 2. It's a lot better than 1.
Yeah.
Because you don't really have to explain as much. But it's like 2 just hit because there was a lot more they were doing than just explaining what's up.
Gotcha.
New Jack City was really good. If you didn't know some shit that was happening in the hood, Watch New Jack City, see what goes down.
Yeah, there's so many. I mean, you could even call like Boys in the Hood kind of a gangster movie, but that's kind of like a hood movie. Like I showed my wife Baby Boy, and when I showed her Baby Boy, she loves Baby Boy now. Like that's like one of her all-time favorite like kind of like hood movies. There's also one that she showed me. It was called oh god, I can't remember it. It's got Queen Latifah. It's got Jada Pinkett Smith, and they're like robbing banks and shit. I forgot what the name of that movie's called. It's really good.
Fuck. Oh, shit. Someone knows it. Who's the one with it there? No, it's not Set It Off. There you go. Set It Off.
That's a good fucking movie.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a good movie. Like there's like so many. Like I mean, so many.
There's a lot. Yeah, Menace to Society was pretty good. Scarface is relatively good.
Yeah, Scarface.
Dazed and Confused, really? Dazed and Confused and Grandma's Boy are fucking crazy. That's pretty good. Forrest Gump or Castaway?
Do you remember the last movie that made you cry?
The last movie that made me cry?
Yeah.
Oh,
or at least get like teary-eyed, you know, or be like, "Fuck, man," like that, or like put a lump, like a frog in your throat, like, you know, like made you want to get there.
Probably Infinity War, because we saw it in theaters on the day of.
Nice.
I think it was just the immense with the audience too, because everybody was like, "What the fuck is going down?"
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Dude. Oh, you're saying Infinity War? Oh, Infinity War. Yeah. Okay. I never watched Infinity War in the theaters, believe it or not. Like, I didn't actually really start getting back into Marvel and shit like until like months before Endgame. Like months before Endgame, I watched all the Marvel movies from like chronological order, from like Hulk 1, like even the Hulk with fucking Edward Norton Jr. Like I watched everything just to catch up to the storyline. And when I watched Endgame in theaters, I didn't want it to end. Like it was like 3 hours or something, but I was like, dude, this shit can go on for like 2 more hours, and I would sit here so happy.
Yeah, you didn't care, although some of the execs were like, we don't want it to go long, and they're like, you got comic book nerds that have been waiting to see this in live action, not a cartoon that we know anything can happen. It's live action, and I didn't get to. I had surgery, so I couldn't go see Endgame in theaters. So Endgame was in our family room, in our theater room, playing on Wednesday night when it came out, because, well, I know where to look. So I got to see it from my couch, watching it, and we had brother-in-law here, kids here. All these assholes are knocked the fuck out, and I'm watching this movie going, fuck, this is great. Yeah. I don't know how you were gonna top Infinity War with that last battle, but that last battle in Infinity War was like, oh, that's a street fight. This is a fucking amazing, like, wow, holy fuck. But I think seeing it in the theater gives that, you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. Yeah. You really don't, and you don't expect to hear other people doing it too.
Yeah, sometimes I don't like watching, especially big movies like that. I don't like necessarily watching them in the theaters. Sometimes, like I'll go because like I have to experience it like in the actual like as like a motion picture, right? But you can't really react like how you want to. You know what I mean? Like I mean, at least I don't. I know some people don't really care. They're like, you know, they'll scream or they'll like laugh their ass off and stuff. Like you're always like, at least I am. I'm more reserved when it comes to the theater, but it's like kind of sucks because it takes away some of like the emotions that you probably are feeling that you want to get out. But I can't believe Guardians 3 almost made you guys cry. That's crazy. Like, was it because of Star-Lord, like almost dying?
Well, I mean, they even gave that away in the trailer where he's like, no, and he's just like, okay, we're expecting something, but it didn't really. I thought it was gonna hit a lot harder, but they went in a nice way, which is great. But yeah, Rocket's backstory is, I don't think it's, it didn't tear me up, but it was like, wow, some fucked up shit.
Yeah, for me it was
really fucked up shit.
The last movie that made me kind of feel like that was actually watching Wakanda Forever again with my wife. Like when I watched it by myself in theaters, it didn't make me emotional, but when I watched it with her, it made me really emotional. So that and Shawshank Redemption, like those two movies.
Oh god,
those are like the last two that really.
I'm pretty sure,
like, pretty emotional.
I'm pretty sure my wife hasn't seen it.
Oh man.
And I'm gonna show it to her eventually. But see, you already know Shawshank Redemption's a little slow.
It is.
It takes a second to get there, and I probably have to punch her in the throat a few times to keep her going. Be like, just wait, and it'll get great.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know, but this stuff with Guardians. It's just like it didn't hit as hard as I thought it would.
I
really don't.
yeah.
I really don't.
Honestly, everything after Endgame has been kind of lackluster for me. It's, I don't want to say mediocre, because everything that Marvel puts out, like the shittiest Marvel movie is still better than the best DC movie, right? But it's like I like I get really invested in the shows. Like, even though I didn't really like, I liked Nick Fury and stuff. I don't know. I thought Invasion, like or Secret Invasion, was okay, but I'm always going to be invested in no matter what the MCU has to, drops basically. But I just haven't really, like, aside from Doctor Strange 2, like the Multiverse of Madness, there hasn't really been a movie that's been like, oh shit, since Endgame, for me at least.
I think it's coming eventually. I'm pretty sure they're going to try to top it with Secret Wars, and you're going like, how can you top it?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Well, now that Marvel literally has most of Universal, they got Fox, they got the Netflix actors, or at least the rights to it. Hulu's gone with their freeform shit, so they got those assholes too. It's just, are they going to bring them together? We already know Deadpool 3's coming. I'm pretty sure we're seeing that day one. I don't give a fuck. Babe, you're going to either take off or just fucking leave work early, because we're going to the first fucking show.
Yeah.
I don't want to be spoiled with nothing, because they're probably going to pull out a lot of shit, and I don't want to sit there and be like, oh, I saw something. Fuck, don't want that to happen. Let's see. You got a couple questions going. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Power Rangers?
Probably Power Rangers. Like, if we're talking about like old school Power Rangers with like Tommy as like the White Ranger and like the Green Ranger, and yeah. But after those the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, like, I didn't really watch too much. But
yeah, they died down.
Yeah, but I mean, I do like the Ninja Turtles. Like, I want to see that new. There's like a new Ninja Turtles movie that came out recently. Like, I want to watch it. Like,
oh, dude, it's different. It's different, but it's actually decent. I won't say it's bad. It's not like what's it called? Spider-Verse. It's definitely not like that. Spider-Verse was amazing. This one, I give it maybe like B- maybe.
Not bad.
It was pretty good.
Spider-Verse, the second Spider-Verse took me by surprise. I did not expect to be left on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, that was.
And like the first one was okay. Like it was a lot of like, it's a lot of, my wife doesn't like it because there's too much colors and shit. There's too much stuff going on the screen. Plus, she really doesn't really like animated stuff like that, because she doesn't really watch anime or any kind of cartoons and stuff. Mm-hmm. But the second one really threw me back with like the story and stuff, and like I got really invested into like what was gonna happen. So like the fact that they left us on a bit of a cliffhanger, I thought was pretty dope. So it definitely surprised me with it, and I became a huge fan of 2099 after that.
Yeah, my daughter's infatuated with fucking Oscar Isaac, so hearing his voice, she's just like, oh my god. But then, like, me and her, we were sitting right next to each other, and she's going, did you see that? And I'm like, motherfucker, did you see it in that corner? There's Easter eggs all over this place. So whenever it finally comes out, we can see and pause and look at all these, because there was just too many Spider-Man. There was too many Spider-Man on the screen. There was too many Easter eggs all over the place. We're pointing everywhere, and I know my wife's going, "Y'all need to cut this shit out."
What did you think? What did you think of the X-Men movies, like the Fox X-Men movies? Like, did you like any of those, like X-Men and X-Men X2, or the one with Apocalypse?
They were missing something. The first one was okay because it's obviously pushing it in there, but you could tell that there was something missing because there was no connection to the Marvel as a whole.
Yeah.
X-Men usually has something into it where they at least meet somebody. The second one was a little bit better, but they were still detouring away from the actual X-Men lore.
I said, do you know why it was better? Because Kevin Feige actually worked on that one. That was like one of the first like breakout roles that Kevin Feige actually worked on. So X2 is really, really good for that reason, because, like anything that Kevin Feige works on, that shit doesn't miss. Like he anything he touches is gold.
He puts a spin on it, which is great. I did like the Nightcrawler scene was fucking ridiculous. So cool. That was just wow. Yeah. Oh my god, that was great. The Wolverine was good as a standalone, but yet again, no interaction with others besides whatever's in there. It just felt, and even Logan, it felt lackluster. It was good for their particular corner, but old man Logan should have had a lot more to do with the Marvel universe as he was about to die. So it just felt but it was good for what it was. and they let it go in that direction. And the fact that, I mean, obviously Ryan Reynolds probably fucking either bet on him and he lost the bet, or he just convinced his happy ass to be like, fuck it, you could do this one more fucking time. Or 2 fucking times, because I think he's contracted for 2. Fuck it. Go ahead. Let's just put it all out there. And, I mean, Patrick Stewart, he already came from it because he was already big with Star Trek and shit. So, hey, he's already there. They know him. Hugh Jackman wasn't that big, but that I think his just presence as Wolverine just felt impactful. However, I was looking for the short motherfucker, but we got tall fucking Wolverine. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people you're gonna find to, you know, short him out, but whatever. Do what you got to do.
Well, didn't they? Somebody. I mean, I think somebody. I just saw shit on the internet that they were gonna have. What's the guy that played the fucking Hobbit? That supposedly he was gonna be.
Oh, Peter Dinklage.
Was it him?
No, not the Hobbit. No. Dinklage
Forgot
is
his
usually
name.
short, but
that he was gonna supposedly play Wolverine next.
Oh
no, it wasn't the Hobbit guy. No, I think it was it Harry Potter? I don't fucking remember. But it's gonna be really tough to replace Hugh Jackman. Did you ever watch? Speaking of Hugh Jackman, did you ever watch The Greatest Showman?
Yes.
That movie's great.
I thought that was actually pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good.
Daniel Radcliffe. There you go.
It was a good way to do it. There you go. I mean, he had the look back, but Marvel's gonna look for somebody younger, probably under 20. So at least they could, when they age, it'll be like 3-4 movies, and that's like 10 to 12 years. That's what they're looking for. So, for the rest of the X-Men movies, fuck both of the Phoenixes. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking, but they could have kept that shit. I thought the newer Dark Phoenix one was going in a decent direction by the trailer, and then saw the movie and said, fuck no, you guys, I don't know what the fuck y'all doing. You know what? The storyline for Marvel Strike Force with Apocalypse was better than the fucking movie X-Men Apocalypse. That was trash.
Really?
There was no way that was happening. That was garbage. They treated Apocalypse like a B-list character, dude. That just you're
right.
No,
yeah, Apocalypse should. I mean, I can't wait to see what the MCU does with X-Men characters, man. Like, I cannot wait. That's something I'm like super excited, because I mean, after this saga, right, or after this phase, that the MCU is going through, I think we're gonna go into the mutant saga. Like, I think the mutant saga is gonna start after this next phase. But
the mutant saga does partake in the cosmic side too, so you can push both avenues, and we can get some of those cosmic guys out there, and hopefully see Apocalypse and do it right with some of the characters that we like, because we're not going to see Iron Man or Captain America go after him, but Strange is around. You still got Thor creeping around somewhere. We can see a couple go after Apocalypse, which would be great. I would love to see it, because there's one there was Thanos, and it was pretty goddamn strong. Apocalypse is literally an almost brick wall. It's
gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough to get people as invested as they were with with Thanos, like the whole Thanos saga and the story behind it, and how it ended and stuff. It's just it's timeless, man. And who knows if we're gonna have Jonathan Majors as Kang still, with all this legal issues that's going on with him. So yeah, I'd love to, because I think he's a great actor. Yeah, he's a great King. I mean, he's a fantastic King. But yeah, man, that's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting to see what they do.
Yeah, they did waste Gore. I was hoping to see. I mean, they literally could have spent like 5 or 10 minutes of just Gore killing some gods. So that way you go, oh, he's fucking for real. He's not fucking around. The way Hela felt was, wow, she was just murdering the Warriors 3. She's just murdering everybody and not giving 2 fucks. Yeah. And it felt like, okay, I don't know. She might fucking kill Thor. This is gonna be great. It had a chance. Gore, I never really had that. It felt like he came into. He felt like I want to say just a home robber or something. He came in, he stole some shit, and was trying to get away and trying to get to the promised land. And Thor stopped him. Yay. Whatever. I don't know about it. I
like that they talked a little bit about the Necro Sword and how he got his powers, but I wish they would.
Yeah,
I wish
they
they would have
didn't really-
teased like Null, you know, because I think that's where the origin of the Necrosword like is from Null and stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's
with Null.
Oh, dude, I wish they would have done something with like a teaser of him. I almost thought that we were gonna get a teaser of like Nightmare, the character Nightmare, during the Doctor Strange.
I thought we were getting that for Strange.
Yeah, for Strange.
I was hoping that,
been dope.
but
yeah, we got Scooby-Doo villain gore.
no, they yeah, we got some Scooby-Doo villain. It was weird. Somebody, I can't remember who said it, but somebody that was working on the set for Thor, the recent Thor, said that they were kind of blocked a little bit by Disney and not Marvel. Disney wanted a shorter movie so it could play more, but then it doesn't give you enough time to explain this character that has a lot of backstory. And you're like, fuck, what are we going to do? There you go. That's not a MAGA hat now.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good fucking hat. It's a pretty good fucking hat. Favorite Marvel villain and favorite DC villain.
Favorite Marvel villain? Doom. Definitely Doom.
Oof.
Definitely
What about
Doom.
DC?
DC villain? I'm probably gonna have to say, because man, I'm a huge Batman fan, bro. Like Batman's my favorite DC character. It's just I mean, I wish I knew more DC villains, to be honest. Like there's not too many that I could be like, oh, that's a fucking good one, you know? Because I don't really know much of the backstories, so I don't know, man. I'd have to say Joker. Like, it's kind of cliche answer, but do you have a better DC villain?
I don't. I think, and y'all can say whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck. But there was something evil yet something you could relate with Victor Freeze.
Victor Freeze,
just because he wanted to save his wife. He wanted to save his wife.
You talking about from the George Clooney movie when he was Schwarzenegger?
Well, I mean, just Mr. Freeze in general. He just wanted to shit. He just wanted to save his wife. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Boom. I'm good with it. But then again, in some of the comics, he's just a fucking asshole, and he just wants to ice everything and just fuck everybody. Just needs to go. Darkseid's a definite, because it's like that's one of the bigger bads. He's basically their Apocalypse. But will we get? We're not going to get anything else from Zack Snyder's part, so I'm just leaving it alone.
Well, I think
I would. Doesn't
DC have? I'm pretty sure DC acquired that guy that worked on the Guardians movies. I forgot his name. It's not the Russo brothers.
James Gunn.
James Gunn. There you go. So that's promising for DC, like and their movies and stuff. I just think. I mean, I watched Flash the other day, and I was like, there was bits of it that I was like, you know, kind of was nostalgic with seeing Michael Keaton and stuff, but I was like, it just wasn't. I don't know, man. It's still like I don't like. They wasted Michael Keaton. I don't like how they animated him like running slow, but he's like really going like a million miles an hour. Like that shit's corny, bro. I did not like that at all.
No, I wasn't feeling that Flash movie. It was just it just felt like it was out of place.
Yeah,
and they were just trying to like just kind of capitalize on the fact that, you know, Zack Snyder's little universe was good, but then they're like, oh well, fuck it, we're just gonna go ahead and let Gunn just redo it. So then what's the point of this bullshit? There's no reason for it.
The best DC movie I've seen, I mean, in recent memory, I mean, aside from Dark Knight, right? Dark Knight is like up there with like some of the best Marvel movies. Like it's like there's no fucking question.
Yes.
There's no question, and honestly, it's probably because of Christian Bale and stuff. But Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman was really good.
2015? Why?
Was really good.
I mean, well, yeah, they should have done it where they got Michael Keaton and did Batman Beyond. That movie would make $1 billion fucking
Batman
dollars.
Beyond would be sick. $1
billion fucking dollars.
I would love Batman Beyond.
Batman Beyond with Michael Keaton fucking in there. He's already there. I mean, granted, he's not going to be like the big old hunchback guy just going, yeah, this is some bullshit. You're the new Batman, the new kid and shit, but it would be great. We've never had Lobo in live action, so I don't know. Well, they kind of did. They had Lobo, I think, what was it, on Krypton or something?
Mm-hmm.
One of those fucking shows or whatever, and it didn't last. It didn't do too good. Because they were trying to say that Lobo would be the next, like, Wolverine from the Marvel side.
I guess...
From the X side. Lobo will be that badass.
I guess the thing that the DC fans are probably most looking forward to right now is, I don't know if you watched Black Adam, but at the end, like the end cutscene when Superman kind of appears, Like that's like the only thing
Oh, yeah.
that DC is kind of looking forward to is like Black Adam, either Black Adam versus Superman or Black Adam and Superman versus, you know, some other big bad. But I feel like that's like the direction they're heading in.
I would like it, but The Rock said that he was done with Black Adam. That they don't want to go in that direction. So we're fucked. So fuck
shit.
it. Who cares? I liked it. Black Adam is just, it was, I don't know. I can't see The Rock doing it. He needed something else. He needed something else to play. He hyped it up for so long.
He did.
And nobody, and like it just flopped. And then, but then again, it came at a time where they were saying, fuck the Snyderverse, it's done. We need something. It should have tried to connect it to something else. And it probably would help, but...
Yeah. What I respect and like the most about The Rock playing that role is that The Rock's always been like the people's champ, right? And even in wrestling, he always tried to give the people what they wanted. So I'm sure a lot of people are asking about Superman. You know, is he going to make an appearance? Is he going to come back? And he listened to the fans, and he asked the guy that plays Superman, forget his name, super good-looking guy. He asked him to be in it, and there you go. And he gave the fans what they want. So you got to respect that about Dwayne Johnson, about The Rock, is that he's always been about the people. He's always been about the fans, and you know, that's something that's never gone away.
DC was never good at making live action movies. They occasionally they'll have one or two, but it was like Dark Knight was great because Christopher Nolan was like, I'm doing it this way. Fuck y'all. Y'all can just go with it. And boom, it turned out to be one of the best Batman movies ever. And it'll just stand the test of time. But yeah, I think right now with DC's always been good at animated movies. Yes, the animated movies are great. All they got to do is literally scene for scene make a live action movie through one of the animated movies, and that shit will be gold. And then you just keep the characters going. Obviously, we know they'll age. Find some young fucks and keep it going for a few. Boom, it would work out. But DC's like, nope. My bad. Warner Brothers says, nope. We know better. We know how to make good movies. You know how to make animated movies, fuckers. Not real life. Mm-hmm. And it's sad. And I know James Gunn doesn't want to follow the Marvel, you know, the way they push out movies, but if it ain't broke. Favorite Disney animated movie?
Favorite Disney animated movie?
Yep.
Oh my god. There's some, I mean, if I had to pick one, I mean, I'm probably going to say, like Lion King's always been kind of like near and dear to my heart. It's always been my favorite. It's like the one that I always knew all the songs to as a kid and stuff. Like now that I have a 3-year-old, I've seen just about everything on like Disney Plus. There's a bunch of good ones that like Up is a really good one. WALL-E is really great too. If you guys, I mean, WALL-E's fucking timeless. It's really good. I don't know. I don't really have one. Like I love so many of them, but if I had to pick one, it'd probably be Lion King.
Okay, here's one. King Kong or Godzilla?
Shit. King Kong or Godzilla? So I've seen the movie Kong versus God. I don't know what, I think it's just called Kong versus Godzilla, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Yeah.
Yeah, we saw it.
Damn, dude.
It was weird.
It is weird. It is super weird. It is super weird.
It was weird.
Dude, that's a tough one, man. I'm gonna have to go with Godzilla. Giant fucking lizard.
It would.
I don't know. I think it's cool.
Like he's not going nowhere. Even if you watch like the old fucking shit that they filmed, and it looks like, you know, he's just pushing over cardboard boxes and shit. You're like, fuck yeah, Godzilla's the shit, man. He gives no fucks. Fuck those 40-story buildings with all those people on them. I gotta move, and my tail's coming with me. Boom, 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 boom. Halo or Call of Duty? Ooh.
Oh, Halo, 100%. Halo's near and dear to my heart, man. Halo. Yeah. The first game I ever played online with other people was Halo 2. That was my first ever like multiplayer live experience, like with other people and stuff. And those lobbies were ruthless. Like I never thought people would talk to each other like that. Like I would never say half the shit that I used to say to people on Halo 2, like in person or in their face. So it's like that's where the OG Call of Duty lobby started, was with Halo 2, man. Like, yeah, Halo all day, baby.
God. Did you ever play Mass Effect?
Did I play Mass Effect? Yeah, I played a little bit of Mass Effect. So I had a Cuban friend in high school, and he was like my rich friend, right? Like his dad was in real estate, had some sick ass pads like that I used to go to and stuff, and he always had the best games. So he let me play Mass Effect, and I really enjoyed like the storyline and how you could choose, what the outcomes are depending on what dialogue you chose. But I was never really big into the sci-fi thing, so I think that's why I'm not like crazy about Starfield that's coming out. Because Starfield is like probably the best thing since like Fallout 4, but like it's just not my cup of tea, bro. Like it would be way too big for me to be like, man, like the endless content, but it's just like not really, it's never really been my thing, So
well, Starfield, it was just because I liked Mass Effect, and then I played the games and I was like, holy shit, this story is fucking good. If they made it into a couple of movies,
yeah,
you could probably do six or 9 movies out of this just between each one, because there's so many characters, so much stuff in there. But it was open world where you could do stuff and go wherever you want, but there was always that overarching story where you knew you were going to get from point A to point B eventually, but there was like all these stops along the way, but you could choose where you want to go, back, forth, whatever, and then hit to the end. Starfield is like...
Did you ever play Bioshock?
Crap.
Did you ever play a game called Bioshock?
No, but I heard about it.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's really cool.
Yeah. Well, Destiny's kind of the same way. It's been around for a good fucking hot minute. Destiny 2, it's been around. So it's like, ooh, I don't know. Warcraft or StarCraft?
Warcraft or StarCraft? Never played either. Actually,
yeah, I've heard them. Never played either.
Yeah. Those games are way too nerdy for me, bro.
Favorite Madden cover?
Well, for me, it's gotta be the one with probably the one with Troy Polamalu on it. Troy Polamalu is one of my favorite like players of all time. So I think that was like 2010.
Damn. Yeah, I got introduced to... I knew about Destiny, but I didn't play it as much. And then Destiny 2 came out, and I've always wanted to play it, but then, I don't know, I got married. That kind of fucked that. And then, I don't know, Strikeforce came in and said, oh, here's your cocaine. You're going to stay on it for the rest of your life. Here you go. So...
yeah.
But
yeah.
I've always been into sci-fi. So, like, when I saw Starfield, it wasn't really more of just the sci-fi part. I think it was more where they were explaining, like, this is not like open world, it's like open fucking universe. And they weren't joking when they said like thousands of places you could go, and I'm going, what the fuck? So, but then others are like, we should get together to do it.
Yeah, it looks like a cool game, don't get me wrong. Like it does look like a cool game, but it's just not for me. There's just certain games that just aren't for me. Like, well, I see a lot of people that are playing it.
Yeah, I know.
There's going to be multiplayer?
Yeah, they're coming with the multiplayer part, the way they do it, like Halo and that. You come in there, but there's so much stuff in there, and they're like, you're going to customize everything. And we just thought, okay, what the fuck is everything? No, these motherfuckers meant everything. Everything that you see on the screen customized. And I'm like, oh, okay, you kind of got me hooked here. I don't really understand the story yet, but hey, I'll figure that shit out. It's just... Yeah. Any newer game where I know it'll have some longevity, I'm gonna try to play for it. I thought we all thought that what the fuck that came out that was supposed to be good? Midnight Suns.
Midnight Suns. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that flopped fast. Oh my god.
What happened? That game. I thought it was gonna be like I always talk about this sometimes in my stream when we're talking about like certain Marvel games that got like discontinued, but there was one called Marvel Heroes Omega, and it's kind of like Ultimate Alliance, like 2 and 3. But Marvel Heroes Omega was one that, dude, that game had so much potential, and the fact that they just like cut it off, like the servers aren't active anymore, is a damn shame. I don't know if you ever played it.
I never played it.
Yeah, if you played Marvel Ultimate Alliance like 2 and 3, it's basically the same concept, but it was on console, like it was on Xbox and stuff. It was mad fun.
Yeah, I was looking at Midnight Suns and I was like, it looks like a mixture between MSF and Marvel Snap. Okay, cool. But I think it just got too repetitive and it was too slow at doing the stuff. And it was like, no, we were expecting to come in there and whip some ass, but
the turn-based combat, like, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it can't be mixed up with something else. I think that the way Strike Force or like Swaga got it, it's just strictly that's it, boom, not float around and see everything. I think if Strike Force did it, it'd be a little weird. But yeah, Midnight Suns, it was like, and then like, wait, you're throwing Captain America and Iron Man in here for what? Just to make it shiny and get some people to come in because we know people like it? Nah, should have just left them out and leave it with the actual Midnight Suns. Don't throw them in there.
DBZ or Naruto? DBZ. All day Dragon Ball. I mean, if I had, like, I'd say Dragon Ball is probably my favorite anime, bro. Because like I've seen every, like, the only one I didn't really watch was like Dragon Ball GT. But like I could talk, like we could talk about Super. We could talk about like some of the best, like, oh yeah, like I could talk about Dragon Ball just like the same way I could talk about wrestling. It's best DBZ fight. Best DBZ fight was probably, I mean, it wasn't even Dragon Ball Z, it was Dragon Ball Super. And it was one of them in the Tournament of Power when he went against Kefla. And he does the fucking Kamehameha where he like blasts it like right in her face. And he's like jumping around and that music's going on. Like, you can't beat that shit, dude.
No weapon.
I don't know if you're a big Dragon Ball Z guy.
No, I've actually never watched a lot of
Best Need for Speed game is, for me, Most Wanted. Most Wanted because you could slow down the time. Like if you were trying to get away from the cops and you had to make a quick cut, you just slow down time. And I just had the most fun. And I think the storyline on Most Wanted was probably the best.
Goku 2 versus Majin. I'm gonna fuck that new shit. Wrestling fan. Favorite WrestleMania. There you go.
Oh yeah, WrestleMania 17. It's the best WrestleMania of all time. And I'm biased because my two favorite wrestlers are Stone Cold and The Rock, and that was like the peak that was like the third fight that they ever had at a WrestleMania, and obviously Austin won, and it's just the best. It was the height of the Attitude Era. 2001 was like the height of the Attitude Era, so that for me has to be the best WrestleMania of all time. Is 17.
I did enjoy it. It was nice to see it. It was nice to see it to where they were like, all right, we had one match. All right, now we got the second match. All right, boom, this is the way we ended.
Dude, that whole night was a banger. Like, I think the first match, like if the first match starts out with like the Dudley Boys coming out and the Hardy Boys, like, you know, in like a ladder match or a TLC match, like, you know, it's gonna be a banger. Like that, you could watch that whole pay-per-view and not be bored. It was so good.
Well, okay, so somebody did ask earlier, Dudley Boys or Hardy Boys?
Mm-hmm. For me, the Hardys. I used to do more of their moves than I did the Dudleys, but they're both legends in their own right. But definitely the Hardys. That
audience applause when they came back. I can't remember which WrestleMania they came back, but when what's it called? They just announced it and boom, like the whole place just went nuts. It was like, oh. Yeah,
once you hear
everybody's
that
was it. Boom. Yeah, that first ladder match. The first ladder match with the Dudleys, Edge and Christian, and Hardy Boys was just wow. Like
TLC 1,
wow.
I think was the year. Yeah. I think WrestleMania 17 might have been TLC 1 or might have been TLC 2, but I don't know. But if it was TLC 1, that's probably why it's regarded as one of the best, because that TLC match was amazing, dude. Like, you guys, there's so much that happened in there, but the big highlight was when Edge speared one of the Hardys, like I think it was Jeff, and he speared him from like the top of the ladder. It was fucking crazy.
It was, I mean, they were not big enough to where they would be capped by their weight. They can do a lot of shit. They can move around. And I mean, Bubba Dudley was probably the biggest one in there, but hell, he was still flying all over the place. You got the Dudley, you got fucking the Hardys jumping all over the place. You got Edge and Christian just breaking everything, and it's like, oh, yeah, he was hanging from the belt.
He was hanging from the belt, and then he got him. And then there's a moment where they're stacking tables on top of each other outside of the ring. They stack like 2 tables on top of each other, and then I think it's Matt Hardy and Bubba. They like fall onto like 2 stacks of tables. This shit was crazy, dude. Like, I'll find some clips. There's also, I don't know if you guys ever saw the clip of Mick Foley getting speared by Edge through a table that was on fire. That's another crazy oh shit moment.
Dude.
That didn't happen that WrestleMania, but it's another one of those oh shit moments. There's a lot of oh shit moments. Like Rikishi getting thrown off the Hell of a Cell, like into a big barrel of hay. Like there's so much oh shit moments.
Yeah, there's a lot of oh shit moments in the old school WWE. There's a few now, but every now and then there's a lot more that you could go through the years and you look it up and you go,
yeah,
wow, what the fuck were they thinking? Like, and it was all for entertainment. It's always been for entertainment, but it's always something they'll try to you kind of want to top somebody before, but holy shit. I will have to say this, and I will say it out loud and proud with a fellow Latino. I did not know this motherfucking thing has already been 2.5 hours, dude. You were the longest fucking interview, bro. It didn't even feel like 2.5 hours. Did not even fucking feel like. I looked down and I'm like, holy shit. Usually we're around the 1.5 mark, and I'll be like, all right, cool, we'll do this, we'll split it out. Holy fuck, dude. Holy shit. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and say if there's any lasting questions, please put it in the chat, because two Latinos talking for a long time. Shit, man. If we had beers here, we'd probably still be talking for most of the fucking night, and then we'd probably get shit from the wives going, hey, we got to fucking go.
It's really just chat that keeps us going. But I mean, it's you and I could talk about shit like anything really for
we
a while.
can talk for hours, dude.
But then you get chat involved, and it's like we're just answering questions and shooting the shit.
Okay, I'll ask this from Bendy. Best of the 4 personalities of Mick Foley: Dude Love, Cactus Jack, Mankind, or OG?
It's hard not to like Dude Love, man. I have a little pop figure of Dude Love, man. I love Dude Love, man. I Cactus Jack was cool, man, because like Cactus Jack, like he only busted out Cactus Jack when like shit was about to hit the fan. Like if people were like picking on Mankind or picking on Mick Foley or picking on Mankind, like he would bust out Cactus Jack to let people know that he meant business. Like we're doing a hardcore match and I'm busting out Cactus Jack, and the outfit was just dope. But of the 4 characters, I would probably have to say Dude Love. Like I just fucking love the character. Oh. Bang bang, yeah, that's my wife's shit, dude.
Bang bang, bang bang, bang bang. Gotta have the bang bang. If you don't have the bang bang, then there's no point.
I don't know if you knew this, but Mick Foley was actually. You ever seen that show Wife Swap or ever heard of it? It's called Wife Swap.
I've heard of it, but
yeah, Mick Foley was on it. You should go YouTube it. Like it's pretty good. Yeah.
I mean, sometimes we watch some. I want to check it out. I want to see what he does around somebody different, because I know he's very, very. He's just secluded most of the time. He just likes being alone and shit. And it's like, oh, okay, cool, whatever.
Yeah,
it's always nice to find out about more the background of them, especially older wrestlers. But is there any other questions for Wahpoh? You guys got anything else before I start the rapid fire questions? Because, dude, man, like I said, I didn't even know it was fucking 2 hours, dude. Long as fuck. That's what happens when you start talking. You don't give a fuck, and everything's going good. Shit. Mm-hmm. Come on, Gnomes. A good question. A good fucking question. Come on, man. Screamer or Scratch? Fucking West, man. Fucking West. You'd have to ask Breezy that question. That's the type of question you want to ask Breezy. Jesus. Would you rather have your roommate catch you masturbating or having sex? What the fuck, dude?
Well, definitely the latter. Definitely the latter.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. I don't know if that's worse than the other one. What's the best thing about Scopely?
The best thing about Scopely?
Yeah. Holy shit.
I don't fucking know. Them keeping the game alive. Them continuing to update the game. I mean, just don't cut us off, because I still like playing the game. So
okay, we'll go with the last one. Well, 2 more. What tune would you want to see added to MSF? What would be your tune? Yeah, what tune?
That's a good question. What tune would I like? Fuck me. Probably Noel.
Ooh.
Yeah, Noel would be pretty dope. Oh god. There's so many that are already in the game that I'm trying to think of. I mean, Nightcrawler's one, but that people have been wanting. I would love to see Onslaught. I doubt we'll ever get it like Onslaught,
Yeah, I
but
don't
that
think
would be
we're gonna get
crazy.
Onslaught.
But that would be crazy if Magneto got like some kind of rework and it became like an empowered version or something, you know? I don't know. I'd probably have to say like, yeah, I'd probably have to say like Null or I don't know. I'd have to go through my list and maybe get back to you guys about that one. But yeah, Null, Nightcrawler.
All right, and the
Havoc
last
would be
one.
cool.
What are your future goals?
My future goals?
Yeah.
I want to be the best role model and parent, I guess, for my son. That's kind of a broad question, but yeah, I mean, I want to get into like career-wise, personally-wise. I mean, I want to get into real estate. I want to make a bunch of money in real estate and provide financial freedom for myself and teach others how to do it too, and be able to bless my family and be able to bless my friends. Because I feel like once, you know, if I make it, we all make it. You know, I've always had that sort of mentality. Is like, you know, if I get to eat, we all get to eat. So, you know, if I end up making however much money I want to make per year, kind of thing, like you guys will see me like giving it all back. You know, there's a guy named Dale Carnegie. He wrote the book called How to Win Friends and Influence People, and in that book he says he says he wants to spend the first half or the first 40 years of his life, you know, making millions of dollars, and then the second half giving it all away. So, you know, I'm all about paying it forward, man. You know, this community's been great. I'm glad that I got to meet all of you guys, and thank you for having me. And you know, you guys know it's always a good time, man. You know, in the streams. But in all seriousness, man, you guys are awesome, bro. Like, you guys are the best community for sure.
So the whole real estate thing, we should talk offline about that shit too. I should talk about that too. But rapid fire questions. I'm going to ask 10 rapid fire questions. Basically, just answer with the first thought that jumps into your head, and chat can fuck you over later. So, all right. Which moon bitch? Moon dragon, moonstone, or moon knight?
Moonstone.
Oh, okay. Which fire fucker? Pyro, Human Torch, Sunfire, or Firestar?
I would say Firestar, but because Windstorm is my friend, I'm gonna say Human Torch.
Whatever. Seems biased to me. Ultron or Doom?
Doom, no question.
Okay. Which is the best Thor? Thor, Infinity Thor, or Mighty Thor?
Ooh, I really like Infinity War Thor. I don't even have the fucking character unlocked, but I love, like, you know, who Infinity Thor War is, and like the scene when he comes out in Infinity War and he's like, "Oh, you guys are totally screwed now." Like, yeah, it's like one of the best scenes in fucking Marvel. So yeah.
Right.
So Infinity War.
This one's a little lengthy only because it's a Spidey question, we got like 85 of them. So
Sure.
best Spidey. OG Spidey, Spider-Woman, Miles, Scarlet, Ghost, Punk, Symbiote Spider-Man, or Big Time?
Yeah, I don't even have Big Time, but hold on, I'm literally playing the game right now. I'm gonna go to the Spider-Verse characters and see. Like, you talking about just like who I like or what kid I like the best?
Which whatever character you like in whatever shape or form. Which one piques your ding?
Weaver, dude.
Weaver.
Fuck yeah, that bitch is busted, man. I love Weaver.
All right, which is technically the best Cap? U.S. Agent, Cap Sam, Cap Carter, or America's Ass?
America's Ass. Gotta be, because he's coming with me to DD6, and I got him 7 red, and I'm taking him to the moon. OG Cap, man. You gotta show some love to OG Cap.
He's useful for an energy battery. I'll give you that. Useful for being an energy battery. Here we go. Dorm or Apocalypse?
Dorm? Ooh. I'm gonna have to go with Dormammu, dude. I really did. Dormammu's always been like a staple character in like most of my teams, and I just think I feel like the hype around getting Dormammu was bigger than it was with Apocalypse. I don't know. That's just the way I feel. I think it's because
Okay.
I don't know. I just like
it's not bad.
Dormammu better.
All right, best costume in the game, or at least like the the character select screen. So, Doc Ock, Ghost Rider Robbie, because he's just got the whole fucking car in that bitch, or Shield Medic.
Shield Medic has a costume? Oh, you mean the male version?
If you go to the screen and click on Shield Medic, you'll see what the fuck I'm talking about, and you'll be like, "What the fuck?" And I like the fact that they told nobody they're doing this; they just did it.
Wait a minute, Shield Medic? Hold on.
If you pick Shield Medic
and go to the costume,
he's the main thing right there with the desk.
You're gonna have to show me. Desk. What the hell are you talking about?
You don't see him on there? Well, I think
I'm looking at Shield Medic now.
Is it the female version or the male?
It's the female. I don't have the male version.
Click the. Oh fuck! If you had the male version, he's sitting behind a desk.
Oh, is he?
He's sitting behind a desk, just chilling there, like they did in the little not the cartoon, but the animated things they did right when the game first came out. And he's got a picture of Deadpool just sitting there on it, so he's looking at Deadpool most of the time, just staring at him.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
They told nobody. They told no. I don't think he could preview. I don't think that's the preview inside the preview selection for the things. It's got to be inside it. So.
I think the best costume. I mean, I guess because I don't know what you're talking about with the Shield Medic thing, but let me go look at the costumes because
it's a fucking weird ass costume.
No, yeah. No, I'd have to say the best costume is probably for me Weapon X. Yeah, I'd say either Weapon X or the Carnage one, but I really like the Weapon X one.
I did like the Carnage one when they came out with it. That was pretty cool. Mm-hmm. All right,
but it will be the Silver Surfer symbiote though if they add that.
I voted for Silver Surfer. I wanted Surfer. Yeah. I wanted Surfer. All right, best ping. We'll go with the best pinging.
Okay.
AA, BB. Well, burp. The burp actually.
Okay.
Deathpool, Gambit, or Kestrel.
I actually really like the Deathpool pings. Ever since I built her up to 7 red, this shit is so good. I really like the Deathpool.
It feels great. I did like
the Kestrel
Black
ones used to be my favorite. Yeah, the Kestrel ones used to be my favorite, but yeah, I definitely have to say Deathpool.
I will admit, Kestrel at G18 pings are no joke. Fucking no joke.
I don't have her at G18, but I can imagine, bro.
I love having her that, and especially if they got offense down, defense down, they're fucked.
You've seen that. Seen that redemption on Bendable stream, right? The satisfaction redemption.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
All right, last big question. This is basically it depends. It depends on what you feel is the best finishing move. So we got the Icarus 2-tap for right when you know somebody's gonna die. Boom, you see the 2-tap happening. The Kang Bang, or the Thanos Snap.
Oh, where he turns them to dust.
Just
man,
dusting them like damn.
It's got to be that. In terms of animations, like that's got to be the coolest one. But in terms of like what feels the best, probably the Kang Bang, like. Because I'm one piece away from bringing my Kang up to G18. One fucking piece, and I'm probably gonna get him tonight. But I'd say in terms of animation and satisfaction, it's got to be the Thanos Snap.
He's a fucking beast, dude. It is fucking ridiculous. I love having him at that, and he just wrecks everybody. You're just like,
I can't wait.
The Kang Bang's happening.
I bought one of the offers for $5. It's not gonna do anything because I'm 250 shards away from getting him maxed anyway. But I had to at least buy one.
Oh. Well, hey, as long as you got him, I mean, the closer you get him to 7 and then to G18, when you get him to G18, it's like, oh my god, this is great.
I can't wait. I know. Amazing. I'm gonna have him hopefully by today or tomorrow, but yeah. Definitely gonna have them for the week, for the next CC.
Oh damn, you bought both. All right, well, dude, it has been a fucking amazing time having you, because obviously time flies when you know you're having fun, man. It's great. Yep. It's awesome, dude. It is fucking amazing. Please go check out Wahpoh, man. Go check his ass out. Go give him a follow. Go fucking subscribe to his ass. Go tell him how fucking crazy his is. And then there's a ZKG channel point on his fucking thing that is hilarious as fuck. I just the sound that is just like I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? Like, holy shit, that was an awesome fucking that's an awesome fucking video. I love that shit. But is there any when's the next time you're streaming, man? When's the next time you up and about?
There's not really much else to. I mean, I have some war and stuff that I can do. I haven't done any of my Mad Mobile shit today, so I'm probably gonna do a little short stream tonight.
Oh, cool. Well, go check them out tonight. If you were gonna jump on now, I'll just raid you. If you were. Are you planning to get on now or getting on later?
No, I could fire it up now. I mean, yeah.
All right,
I'll
cool.
give you a little bit of time so you can say bye to your peeps, unless you're about to like end the stream right now. But
I was just gonna end the video and then probably go back in the stream, but I was probably gonna just raid somebody right after I did that.
yeah, you lose track of time.
Yeah, but dude, we lost track of time. I was thinking about maybe jumping on Starfield, probably doing some DD6, but fuck it, dude, it's already there, and I gotta go to work. So, fuck it, dude. We definitely gotta do this again. Longest hot seat, but hilarious fucking night. This has been a fucking blast, dude. Yes, thank you for the shout out to Wahpoh. Thank you. But dude, it's been a blast. We're gonna do this again, and if you want to go check out Wahpoh, please give him a follow, please give him a like, and share, and subscribe to the video here on YouTube. Please do so. Check me out on YouTube and go like and share, subscribe, and tell us what we're doing wrong or what we're doing right. Because hey, it's two Latinos on a hot seat. So if there's nothing else, dude, we're bouncing out. I'm Zero Cool. I'll be back in a minute, bros, but deuces.